what we are seeing is a committee chaired by a person who is prone to abuse. For instance, let me cite to you an example. She is threatening the banks with the power of contempt if, according to her, they refuse to reveal the bank deposits of the president. But that is an abuse of the contempt process. While the rules of the 19th Congress on impeachment provide for a compulsory process to gather documents or records that pertains to the documents and records attached to the complaint, the answer, the reply, if any, the rejoinder, if any, the affidavits or the counter affidavits after the complaint, the initial complaint has been found to be sufficient in form and substance. Because the way it goes, first they find if it is sufficient in form. If that is the case, then they try to find if it is sufficient in substance. Having found sufficiency in substance, there is now a hearing for sufficiency of grounds. That is when they formulate the articles of impeachment that will be transmitted to the Senate. That is a summary hearing. That is a hearing, not a trial. Number two, the power of contempt there is procedural in nature. And it is Hornbook doctrine in law that procedural rules cannot prejudice substantive rights. The substantive rights of the Vice President are contained in the Bank Secrecy Law, which is an act of Congress. So, by threatening that, by trying to intimidate the banking system, she's already showing that she is abusing her prerogatives as chair of the Justice Committee. Napakapangit po yung sinasabi ni Luistro.